Hello everyone, it's time for a quick check of the Saturday's weather conditions, and after a fairly cloudy start to the day we are expecting clearance along the west coast, although it will be cooler across the region today, while thunder showers will be developing through the central parts extending from the Northern Cape all the way through to Gauteng and Mpumalanga, and some of those thunder showers may even spread off the east coast later on. A very good chance for thunder showers over parts of the Free State and the Eastern Cape. Later on tonight, we're going to see some moisture moving in along the southern coastline. It will become cloudy for the garden route, and there may even be some drizzle around later this evening. Another dry and hot day, on the other hand, expected in the Lowveld, and no rain for the foreseeable future either. Now let's take a look at the rainfall probabilities, and there's still scattered storms expected for today from Bloemfontein through to Bethlehem and along the Vaal River extending to the border with Gauteng, and we'll see scattered thunder showers as well for the Drakensberg and in particular for the Eastern Cape interior. Isolated for the Northern Cape, including Uppington and the Daar region, and we see some of those thunder showers extending into parts of Limpopo. Late evening, very light rain in the forecast along the garden route. Now the South African Weather Service has issued one watch for today. That's for the likelihood of severe thunderstorms developing over parts of the Eastern Cape interior. Large hail, perhaps even damaging winds, may be associated with thunder activity in the area today. It's going to be another warm to hot day for most of the country, although mild for the Eastern Free State. Bethlehem at 23, similar conditions, George at 24 along the south coast, cooler in Cape Town at 26, while Pietermaritzburg and Pretoria both reach a maximum of 30 degrees, and another hot day expected for the Lowveld. The coastal conditions now, when winds have moderated along the west coast for today, but still fresh for Namaqualand and Alexander Bay. Swells are elevated 3.5 meters and coming in with a long period of 19 seconds. Now these conditions are also expected as we head further south, swells reaching 4 meters around the Cape Peninsula. That period over this area reaching up to about 20 seconds at times. Now because of the long period, this may result in relatively rough wave conditions along the beaches, and therefore we've predicted poor beach conditions across this area, particularly if you're planning on doing some swimming or some ocean activities. Along the south coast of the country, southwesterly winds will be moderate, getting up to 30 kilometers per hour in Jeffreys Bay. Swells at 3 meters, also a long period over this region, resulting in moderate beach conditions for today. Along the east coast, on the other hand, we're expecting northeasterly winds averaging at 25 kilometers per hour. Swells somewhat lower, between 1.5 and 2 meters. That's all from the Weather Centre. Have a lovely Saturday.